We welcome you to the ISC Sports Network tonight, Act number 2. Carroll Cougars, Clinton Prairie Gophers, a Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. You see the records on your screen. The number 11 Carroll Cougars come in at 8-2. Clinton Prairie Gophers at 5-6. Joined by Pete Gasho. I'm Sean Walker. Pete, we just had an awesome finish to that girls basketball game. It took overtime to find a winner in that one. This one, I don't know that it's going to be that way necessarily on paper. That's why you play the game, right?
Absolutely.
This Carroll team is very well-rounded.
Oh, man, they are so good. They are so good, man. Number 22, Owen Duff, is Mr. Do-It-All, man.
Yeah.
That kid is an amazing player. It's a very unselfish Carroll team. Pass the ball really well, and they get that open man. And, yeah, they are very dangerous.
We saw them last week dismantle Delphi, and it was just a total team effort. This team shares the basketball so well. But on the other side, these Clinton Prairie Gophers play a different defense that you don't typically see a lot. It's a hybrid 3-2, 2-1-2 that even falls into a 2-3, and it'll shift throughout the game depending on where the basketball is at. We saw it work for the girls earlier. They were able to slow down the Carroll Cougars girls basketball team that normally averages 60 points per game. They were held under that tonight, quite significantly under. Do you think the Clinton Prairie Gophers boys basketball program can find similar success?
Well, we're going to find that out. They're going to have to work really hard, and I'll tell you what, they're going to have to use some of these other guys, you know, like Lane Holliker and Caden Davis. I think those two guys right there really need to have a good game tonight to keep this game close here.
One thing that we'll have more of when our starting lineups get going here, but I've noticed a little bit of change in the Gophers starting lineup from where it was at earlier in the season. And tonight they're going to go with some height out there on the floor as they look to bring some tallness, height to the floor against these Carroll Cougars.
Well, looking for an advantage there, you know, whatever they can reach for, you know, and then maybe it's something different.
These Carroll Cougars right now are undefeated in conference play at 2-0. They are defending conference champs. They went undefeated in conference play a year ago. A team that went all the way to the semi-state round before losing. But just an unbelievable season. And they returned 70% of their scoring and really only lost a player or two. And most of their position players all came back. And when you look at this team, they're still dangerous. They've got 4 seniors, 3 of them in the starting lineup here tonight. But you've got a junior in Chris Huerta and a junior in Griffin Viney, another in Eli Harshbarger. They see a ton of playing time for this Carroll team. And so they just do a good job of kind of transitioning into that next man up after this group of seniors goes. Next group of seniors come in.
Well, they got great leadership. You got Owen Duff and Jake Skinner. Those two guys have been playing together since 3rd grade, right? Same AAU team. So these guys know each other really well. They probably know what the guy's going to do before he knows what he's going to do. So if you get 2 guys like that on the same page, man, really good stuff can happen.
For the Clinton Prairie Gophers, Jake McGraw leads them this season. The sensational sophomore, averaging almost 22 points per contest. So he's really grown into that scoring role. He had a career high earlier this season, just a few weeks back against Clinton Central. He put up 32 points in that one. Let's take a look at our starters here for the Carroll Cougars. It'll be Chris Huerta, Griffin Viney, Austin Coombs, Owen Duff, and Jake Skinner. We round out your starting lineups there, brought to us by the ISC Sports Network. Coach Adam Tussinger in his first year overall here with Carroll. Off to that 8-2 start. As far as being the head coach, he was a longtime assistant under Brody Bender, and he was a Carroll Cougar graduate himself. We'll tell you more about Adam Tussinger and his time as both a player and coach here for Carroll High School. On the other side for the Clinton Prairie Gophers, as they turn the lights out in the gym, ceremoniously so, their starting lineups tonight: Jake McGraw, Jackson Kerfoot, Jacob Wilson, Caden Davis, and Lane Holliker. And as I mentioned, height-wise, they are going to go 5'11" as their shortest player on the floor in the starting lineup, and that's Wilson. Caden Davis, 6'4", Lane Holliker, 6'3", Jake McGraw, 6'3", Jackson Kerfoot, 6'3" as well. So they will have a little bit of a height advantage. We'll see how Carroll responds to that one early on.
Well, a lot of this is about matchups. You know, it's not always about these high point scores and stuff like that. It's kind of matchups. Where do you get that? Where do you get that advantage of? Maybe Prairie thinks tonight that that advantage is coming from that height, Sean.
And normally we see Jonas Nip in the starting lineup. There were no notes, excuse me, that he's out tonight, but he is not in the starting lineup for the Gophers. So we'll see if Nip checks in and plays a little bit later on. He's kind of the senior leader out there on the floors. You know, as far as defensively, kind of digs in and gets after the ball handler on the other side of the floor, but not in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Chad Peckinpah.
Maybe for Chad, Coach Peckinpah, it's you know, how is he going to see Nip react to this? You know, if he's sitting down for this start of this game, you know, brings him in later on, you know, it's how you play then.
Our officials for tonight's contest, Stephen Bryson, John Fink, and Jeff Ward. The guys in the stripes calling the action for you, controlling the action, I should say. We'll put 8 minutes on the clock. We got 32 minutes and some extra basketball in the girls' contest. We'll see what kind of contest we get here. As it'll be Davis and Skinner to jump it up, and Huerta will own the tip. Cougars with the ball first. With the steal,
turnover.
On the other side, shot up, partially blocked, out to Wilson. Wilson's three rattles home.
Rainbow.
Wilson gets the scoring started for the Gophers. We saw Jacob have an unbelievable year on the football field.
That one way off. Battle for the rebound.
Using his quickness to track down the loose ball here in the lane against Huerta.
Oh.
He gets it to go with the emotion. Wilson has all 5 early.
It's a great start for the Gophers. Take a look again. Battle for it, goes up, draws the foul, and earns the trip to the free throw line.
They actually called that foul on Griffin Viney. So it must have been the second guy that came in that drew the foul there. Wilson misses the free throw attempt. That's just his 3rd free throw on the season.
Get the Cougars kind of settled down here after that first 5 points. Make some good passes here and get back into flow of things. That one looked good from the go. Wow.
Huerta knocks down the 3.
He says, let's get this thing going.
Huerta leads Carroll in scoring at 15.2 points per contest. That one partially blocked again as both of Kerfoot's first couple of field goal attempts have been deflected. The throw ahead.
Oh, easy deuce.
We saw Wilson come out very quickly and get 5, and now we've seen Huerta turn the tide. We're all knotted up. There's McGraw's first shot attempt. No.
Oh.
Kerfoot there on the rebound. Can't put it in. They called that foul on Viney. That's his second.
That's 2 on him, yeah.
Viney almost 10 points per contest. They'll have to check out here, and they're going to go with Eli Harshbarger. He had 5 points the other night on ISC Sports Network. Their game versus Delphi. Kerfoot gets both to go. They'll swing it over. Duff down
nice
low.
Pass.
Harshbarger in the lane, can't get it to go. McGraw will look to push for the Gophers. Good job of Huerta to stop that dribble penetration. Wilson in the lane. Hanging, draws a foul. This is going to be on Austin Coons, his first. So 3 quick fouls against the Carroll Cougars. It's another look.
Good job of getting in the lane there. earning that trip to the free throw line. Wilson has come out strong here.
First free throw make on the season for Wilson.
And the Gophers right now just look like they're dialed in all together, offensively and defensively. It's the way you want to come out at home.
Wilson gets both. 7 early points for Wilson. Average is just 4.6 points per game. Gets another steal. And McGraw with a nice lay-in.
McGraw's first 2. Yeah, there's a quick timeout here by the Cougars, and 30-second, good timeout.
Coach Tussinger takes a timeout. We'll use this as an opportunity to thank our sponsors tonight. Scott Young of One Midwest Financial offers a wide range of products and services that can help clients get the stability they need, face life surprises. Scott will work in sync with his clients to uncover their financial goals, review the state of their financial health, and identify strategies to guide them up and down the financial mountain. Email Scott at syoung@onemidwestfp.com. Thank Scott Young for his sponsorship here on the ISC Sports Network. An early blitz by the Gophers have them out to a 6-point lead.
Yeah, Cougars with a quick timeout there, trying to get back on the same page again. Maybe shake out the jitters a little bit.
Another team up big right now. Not on our airwaves, but Boilermakers up 20 on Nebraska. Some college basketball action. Wilson tries to save it, stepped on the line. Give the ball back to the Cougars.
A good effort there again. Like I said, Clint Prairie really looks dialed in, putting a lot of effort in out there on defensive side too. Doing what they can to try to stop Carroll here. 3 on the way though. Oh!
Got it to go. Eli Harshbarger checks in after the foul trouble to Viney early, knocks down a 3.
That's what you like to see for the Cougars. That was wide open shot, squared up nice.
McGraw goes baseline, runs out of real estate. Davis looking for a teammate. They'll hand off to Holliker. Boy, Clint Prairie is long. You talk about the height starting, but then when you actually see it on the floor, some long, lean players in there for the Gophers. Duff goes baseline, finds Huerta. He's already got 1. Can't get that one to go, but Duff comes down with the rebound.
He'll get fouled.
Wilson with his first.
Jacob Wilson got him out on the rebound.
Duff gets into the Harshbarger. He knocked down that 3 a minute ago. He's a lefty, too. I always like to see the ball come out of a left-hander's hand. It just looks better on the basketball court.
Ooh, wow.
Offensive foul here against Skinner.
Yeah. That looked a little. See if he actually gets his arm up when they drove in. Take another look. A little bit of shoulder, but almost looks like it's all in motion, you know. It's going towards the basket. Got the call anyway.
It's tough when you don't have replay, those bang-bang plays. Another foul here against Carroll, and so far tonight, they have got 5 team fouls already here in the first quarter. You can hear some of the fans helping keep count for the referees just in case they're confused. Davis misses from the free throw line. Davis just 38% from the line this season. Rocking the all-white tennis shoes. That one in and out. Spinner in the lane there by Skinner. He got it to go.
Nice shot.
Little fade away for Skinner, gets his first field goal of the night. It's a 1-point lead. Wilson, shut off by the defense of Harshbarger. They get it out. 3 on the way from Kerfoot, no good. Harshbarger on the rebound, he'll look to push. Shot up. Ball caroms around. McGraw comes out with the rebound. Wilson's only got 1 gear here tonight. This will be an offensive foul on him there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he turned his side to him. He should have just went straight up.
I'm with you, Pete. I thought the official was getting ready to call the blocking foul. And because he turned his back to him, I think that's what kind of changed his mind.
I think coach will tell him next time, just go straight up with it.
One-point game, so after the Gophers had a 5-6 point lead early, Carroll's done a nice job on these last couple of possessions to cut into that lead. They got the 3 from Harshbarger. They got that jumper in the lane from Skinner. Looks like Huerta will hand off the ball handling duties to Skinner. Now over to Duff.
Carroll's now kind of shook the jitters out here. Look like they're back, got their head in the game now and ready to go.
Huerta 3 on the way from the wing. Can't get it to go. A nice rebound by Jackson Kerfoot. Jackson transfer came in, I believe, from Lafayette Jeff.
One of those things about having that height out on the floor, you know.
McGraw turns right into the defense. A shot from the corner, no good from Kerfoot.
Yeah, Gophers now have gone cold.
Huerta.
And,
I tell you, ever since Harshbarger's checked in, he's brought like another level to this Carroll team. He's playing in 5th gear. He's got everybody starting to join him there. There he is with a steal.
Yep, threw it away. Oh, nice pass,
Skinner
wide open. Oh, man.
We get a foul on the floor.
Yeah, push off.
I believe they're going to get Jonas Nip, who checked into the game.
Yep, gave it to Nip.
Senior comes in, he gets called for that loose ball foul there. Or off-ball foul, I should say. Substitution is number 5, Ty Kirkpatrick comes in now for Clinton Prairie. So the height quickly went out the window.
It did.
They look to get a few more ball handlers on the floor in Nip and Kirkpatrick. Osler checked in as well, number 35. So almost a line shift took place there for the Gophers. Owen Duff heads at the free throw line.
A good inbounds play that time. Got it to Duff. He'll rattle one in right there. See his first point go down.
But I tell you, Owen Duff's that guy that he's any coach's dream to have on the team, is he not? Does a little bit of everything for you. Almost 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, almost 3 steals.
I think he's got good basketball smarts, you know.
He's currently 3rd on Carroll's all-time scoring list, and he's just outside the top 10 in career assists. And right there, he got a block.
That's a heck of a hustle back, too, to recover. Take a look at this one more time. Gophers think they got an advantage right here. Quickness down the floor. Great job of just getting all ball.
Love Duff's hustle. Gophers nearly travel there. Turnover anyway. Duff throws ahead. Huerta, shot up. Another 2 for Chris. He's got 7 early here.
Now we get a little full court pressure. And we get a timeout, I bet.
Timeout taken by the Gophers. And so it was 11-5. It is now a 9-0 run for Carroll over the last couple of minutes. This portion of our broadcast is brought to us by Ardente Dental. We're a team of professional smile makers are dedicated to leading the community to optimal health. Give them a call at 765-654-7222 to schedule your appointment today. Our Dente Dental, healthy smiles start here. I want to thank Jill Snyder for her longtime support of the ISC Sports Network, all the student athletes, behind the scenes that we've been able to cover over the years, the students who have worked on our broadcasts and things behind the scenes. So he's been a big supporter, and we are very much appreciative of that. So a 9-0 run causes the Gophers to take a timeout here. They're still yet to come out of that huddle.
Well, the Gophers have gone from looking like they've been dialed in on both sides to where they're now looking like they're a little lost. Of course, that defense has stepped up big for the Carroll Cougars.
You know, for Carroll, their last game was the game we covered last week against Delphi. They've had a week off here now. They play again tomorrow night against Pioneer. This is a team that maybe just had to shake the rust off for a second. A week doesn't seem like a long time, but during the season, man, a week off is enough to just get you out of rhythm. Ball knocked away both sides. Skinner, push. Huerta thought about the three.
Good recovery by the Gophers on defense.
Duff cross court again. Really making that defense work.
Oh, boy. That no-looker kind of threw everybody off. Not sure if he's going for Skinner or Harshbarger there.
I don't know that they know either. There were two options there, and he split the difference.
He did.
Austin Coons comes back in for Carroll Cougars.
Gophers really need to get a bucket here.
Under a minute. Down by 3. Carroll's got their own 2-3 zone kind of working for them right now. McGraw in the lane. Shut off there by Duff. They had Osler, but couldn't get the entry pass to him. Kerfoot hands off to Davis. Gophers run a little bit of weave.
Wide open.
Kerfoot's 3 off the mark.
Real good look that time by the Gophers. Just couldn't get it to go down. Almost threw it. Yeah, almost threw it away. Great look down low.
Skinner with his 4th point. Lead out to 5. McGraw, good if it goes. Just off the rim. After 1, it's a 5-point lead. Cougars on top of the Gophers, 16-11. Stay tuned, we'll be back right after these messages. For the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, you need a managed Wi-Fi service with advanced Blast Wi-Fi. Blast Wi-Fi systems provide ultimate coverage, ultimate performance, and ultimate power all the time. Available from Mulberry Telecommunications, Blast Wi-Fi systems feature the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology and are equipped with unrivaled bandwidth and 4 times more simultaneous connections, so you can connect tons of devices throughout your home with no lag and no downtime. Plus, with 24/7 support and remote troubleshooting, you can rest assured that Mulberry Telecommunications is always here to help you should any issues arise. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Blast Wi-Fi is now included with Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet packages. Contact Mulberry Telecommunications at 296-2885 today to get started.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds remaining. Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. You get a layup to take it, and an and 1.
Welcome you back to Clinton Prairie High School. Start of the second quarter. What is a 16-11 lead right now for the Carroll Cougars. Currently on an 11-0 run. Gophers led this one 11-5. Wilson back in to start the second quarter. He had the hot first hand early on for the Gophers.
Dangerous pass.
Taken away. Huerta, look ahead, run out. Layup good by Skinner.
Easy bucket for Skinner that time. 6 points for him now.
Going to draw the foul in the lane. They're going to give him 2 here, say it was a shooting foul. McGraw, 21.6 points per game on the season. That one rattles in and out. He's got a real good chance to make a run towards the top of the all-time scoring list here for the Gophers. And I know it's early. I'm not trying to be premature. But he played and started and played a lot as a freshman. Tallied a lot of points a year ago. And at this 22 points per game scoring clip here his sophomore season, he's going to make a quick jump up that list. Jordan Brewer leads all scorers in Clinton Prairie history. Cale Morris around 300 points behind him or so. And I would about bet Jake McGraw, if he stays healthy, will etch his name somewhere in there by the time it's all said and done. We talked about Duff on the other side. This has been a great run of athletes for Carroll.
Travel.
The turnover violation. A lot of these athletes here on the basketball floor, football players as well.
Absolutely,
They've had some success. Obviously, this basketball team went all the way to semi-state last year. They won the first regional in school history. Coach Brody Bender takes a job closer to his hometown, his alma mater. They promote from within, adding Tussinger takes it over. I like it. Kept the same system in place, had the players coming back. Coach Tussinger already knew them. No change, no learning curve. They took over right where they left off.
Yeah, the flow just keeps going, right? Nothing changes. You got to like that. Players got to like that.
We get a foul here. Should be against Nip.
It's 2 on Jonas. Got the reach in that time. He'll probably have a seat.
Told you we'd tell you more about Coach Tussinger's coaching and playing days. He played for these Carroll Cougars back in 2008 as a senior and helped them win the first sectional in school history. And now he's prowling the sidelines, so it's pretty awesome that play there, graduate from there, come back, and now he's leading the next group of young men. Back to the corner to Duff. Trying to look down low to Falkenberg. Keep the ball on the perimeter for now. That shot on the way and knocked down. Austin Coons with his first field goal. One of the 4 seniors on this Carroll Cougar squad. Holliker puts it on the deck, dumps it off to Davis.
His first 2 here. That's the first bucket of the second quarter for the Gophers.
Huerta.
Woo! Man, that looked good all the way.
His second 3 of the night. He's in double figures with 10.
Nice look down low. Take a look. Good passing, wide open shot.
I'll tell you, if Duff keeps passing like that, he's going to not just get into the top 10 in career assists, he's going to move up that list pretty quickly as well. Davis gets the free throw to go, number 15. Ryan Harshbarger checks into the game. Jackson Kerfoot comes back in as well, and on the other side, Carroll comes back with Eli Harshbarger. We saw him check in and make an immediate impact.
All the way in.
Not sure who got the block there. Holliker and Davis both skied for that one.
He went through 5 guys there to get to the rim.
Huerta's so fast with the basketball.
Nice rebound.
Davis battles down low, gets it to go.
Great putback.
Davis with 5 quick points here in the second quarter.
7-point lead. Gophers trying to cut into it.
Skinner over to Duff. Duff's going to dribble it back out. They're going to take another look at this 3-2 zone. Huerta gets a screen, and he knocks down his 3rd three of the contest.
He is just feeling it.
"13 points for Huerta. Averages 15.2 points per contest. He's almost got his average here in the first half. Still 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Clean up some perspiration on the floor. See Coach Chad Peckinpah down there prowling the sidelines in his 4th year at the school. His first year as athletic director as well, so pulling double duty as Coach Peck. A graduate from McCutcheon High School. Indiana All-Star, played for his father, Rick Peckinpah. Was an assistant coach many years in that program. Finally got an opportunity to take over this Gopher team 4 years ago, and he's got a .705 winning percentage since taking over.
That's great.
CP.
Oh, what a job there. Oh. Foul.
One of the rare misses for Huerta tonight.
Yeah. We can't give Huerta like wide open under the basket shot. He needs to go back out over the perimeter and shoot them long.
Knocking him down tonight.
He's had a great game. Great start in this game.
It's been Huerta scoring, but I think that it's been Eli Harshbarger's intensity and what he came in with after those 2 fouls to Viney.
Yeah, just their defense altogether has really been dominating.
Wilson gets it to McGraw. McGraw looks to push down the lane. Shot up, no. Batted around, Davis can't secure it. Here come the Cougars. Huerta, that speed again.
Oh, man. Oh, there's a foul, yep.
We get a foul against the Gophers here.
That'll be on Davis. Down low, take another look. Huerta goes up for the rebound. And it comes after the shot goes back up. Falkenberg earns a trip to the free throw line here.
Noah will go to the line. He's 100% on the season so far. He'll keep it that way. It's just his 3rd free throw on the season. Pushes the lead out to 11.
Oh, can't get that one.
Rattles in and out, and then we're going to get a foul on Duff with the push in the back. And because we're in the bonus, we'll now shoot free throws on the other end. Griffin Viney comes back in, so does Austin Coons for the Carroll Cougars. Viney picked up those 2 quick fouls. See if he can get back into the game and into the rhythm here. He had a nice night against Delphi. 6 points and 4 rebounds.
Absolutely.
McGraw gets the first to go. Now 2 for 3 on the night from the line is Jake. Just 4 points here in the first half, a little slower scoring output so far. Trying to find his rhythm. They'll try to pick up a little further this time. Skinner with it. Doesn't work out of that trap. Cross court pass, dangerous, taken away. McGraw there. Looks ahead, Harshbarger, pump fake. Got blocked by the rim, goes back up and gets it to go.
Got to finish.
The rim's supposed to be your friend. It's not supposed to be another defender.
There's another steal. Now, Cougars getting a little careless with the ball. Nice job of Huertas right there.
Huertas speed.
Wow, this kid can play, man.
And they call a charge.
What? Wow.
I'd like to see that again. I really thought Huertas did a good job of contorting his body to avoid contact.
What a steal. Man, he's on that outside shoulder. That is a tough call. Can't argue too much on it, but
just the first foul against Huertas, but man, that's a
I'll let the crowd do it.
Potential three-point swing that they just took away from Carroll.
Absolutely.
And a momentum killer. Holliker, no. Loose ball, knocked away. It'll be Carroll basketball. .218 on the clock. 7-point lead for these Cougars. Their 2 losses this season both came to ranked opponents. They played Wabash on December 21st and then Tipton on December 27th. They lost those games in consecutive fashion as Holliker gets the foul and the putback.
Yeah, Lane Holliker right there for the putback.
Viney, he's been hot from out there. This shot goes back up and he'll draw the foul here.
Take a look again. 3 on the way, just not able to get the foul down low.
Huertas leading all scorers right now. It's his 14th point. 73% free throw shooter on the season is Huertas. Coming off a game against Delphi where he had 11 points. He's already surpassed that here in the first half. This is the second free throw though. Gophers come away with the rebound. Down low. Holliker.
Nice. Yep. Now they're getting a little help from Holliker and Davis. That's what the Gophers needed. Who was going to step up that they shut down Jake McGraw?
Holliker hit 5 threes against Western Boone earlier this season in a comeback victory.
Ooh.
We talk about threes, there's one from Owen Duff. Duff with 5. Lead out to 7. Wilson in the lane, scoop shot up, and good. I like his game.
He'd gone quiet there for a while. Nice to see him get another bucket there for the Gophers.
Starting to gain some confidence this junior season as Wilson didn't see a lot of varsity time as a sophomore. Skinner, 3.
Man, that looked good.
Yeah, he had that lined up. McGraw, opportunity to cut into the lead. That one partially blocked.
Yeah, it looked like he got him on the arm, but no call. Oh, nice pass, great finish.
Griffin Viney, his first field goal.
Went out early with two fouls. Back in the second quarter here. Trying to get in that stat column now.
That was a textbook fast break play. Pete, I don't know if you saw that, but how well they filled the lanes that time. Viney right where he needed to be. We're going to get some more moisture, perspiration cleaned up here on the floor.
Not sure if they got the
It's not necessarily hot outside, but it's been warmer the last few days. And I assure you, even though we're in Indiana, it's a colder state, there's not a lot of hockey that's played in this part of the state.
Some kind of condensation going on with the temperature probably in the gymnasium, causing some droplets fall down on the floor.
There's no hockey rink underneath the floor or anything like that that's melting.
Either that or we definitely got a big leak in the gymnasium. Something needs to be done.
A friend of our program, and Justin Eckenbarger, wishes there was more hockey played in this part of the state.
That's for sure.
Again, you never know if you've got some. It looks like with as many towels as they've got out there, and that's the same spot they cleaned up earlier, there must be some kind of leak in the ceiling. So we got a delay in the action as they look to try to get this cleaned up.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something about that because, they're going to switch ends here in a few. No matter what, it's a danger for anybody out there. You don't need an ankle or a knee. No injuries.
Coach Peckinpah, also athletic director Peckinpah, would normally be in charge here, but he's kind of handed that off to football coach. Mr. Schlicker's out there working on it. And I actually wonder if this isn't necessarily a leak, but maybe they found some blood on the floor because they've got the sanitation supplies out there now to get that cleaned up.
Huerta having some fun out on the floor. Got the music going. He's feeling good tonight.
I didn't see anybody come off the floor that was bleeding at any point in time, but obviously it seems like that's a very strong possibility at this point. While we got a break in the action, let's thank some of our sponsors here tonight. Why not? Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition is a collaboration of healthcare providers, service organizations, educators, and others in Clinton County interested in improving the health and well-being of citizens in Clinton County. Take part in the 2023 Stepping on Stigma 5K on May 13th by registering today at runsignup.com and search Stepping on Stigma 5K Run Walk.
Let's do it.
I would be in the walking portion.
We're feeling it. I'm feeling the walking.
Looks like we about got things cleaned up and ready to go here on the floor.
And they're taking their time making sure everything is cleaned up really, really well. And we don't know what it is, just that the fact that they got to clean the floor.
Yeah, usually when
kind
you
of
see
feeling
that
like
solution,
you, it's maybe blood.
I think it was just ironic that it was the exact same spot they had wiped up earlier when they had a perspiration timeout. See Huerta and Wilson having a conversation there in the middle of the floor. Those two have been going at each other tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say Skinner and Kerfoot, they're all
good to see them being friends.
That's what I like to see, definitely. Yeah, you can get it on while the game's going, but there's nothing wrong with having a good conversation, maybe joking around a little bit. Like to see that both teams are really loose right now,
After the long delay here before the half, we may have to give both teams a layup drill to get loose again.
Here we go.
Cougars coming into this one, 3 straight wins on the season. They beat Fountain Central, who's ranked number 7 in 1A, and then that victory last week against Delphi. They won that one by 30.
A lot of time for Viney to sit around. Let's see if he can get this one to go in. He said, I was just getting warmed up, guys. Come on. There he got it. Nice.
Finally got the free throw. Just under 25 seconds. And then we'll take another extended break there for the halftime. But at the halftime, Pete and I will break down some of the scoring, maybe show you some of the highlights from the first half of action. This was a 6-point lead early for the Gophers. Carroll went on a 13-0 run. McGraw steps into a three and he knocks one down. This shot up, and it's going to fall short. It's a 5-point game at the half. Carroll on top of Clinton Prairie, 35-30. Stay tuned. You're watching IHSAA basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
There is something for everyone to love at Mulberry Pizza King. We have fresh salads, hot sandwiches, frozen treats, and fountain drinks. And of course, pizza. Always made to order and cooked in our ovens until your pizza is fit for a king. So come see why we've been a Mulberry tradition since 1974. Dine in at 137 South Glick Street in Mulberry or call 765-296-2344 to place a carry-out order.
Many communities in rural America are often overlooked as underserved. These communities are being left behind due to lack of internet and access to state-of-the-art technology. That's why Mulberry Telecommunications provides rural broadband services and technology and is growing their presence in north central Indiana. Because every community deserves infrastructure and beyond. To learn more, contact us today.
I brought you a present, a book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable! Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
We welcome you back here at the half at Clinton Prairie High School. Your score at the half, 35-30 in favor of the Carroll Cougars on top of the Clinton Prairie Gophers. And while we have your attention at halftime, before we get into scoring and some of the other things, Pete and I have a really cool thing to talk about, and we have a cool perspective on it, because not only do we get to broadcast games for the ISC Sports Network, but ISC Sports Network is partially owned by Mulberry Telecommunications. Mulberry Telecommunications currently offers service in Mulberry, Dayton, Piermont, rural Lafayette, rural Frankfort, and other communities in Clinton, Carroll, and Tippecanoe County. Now here's the part you want to pay attention to. Mulberry Fiber is coming soon to Flora, Bringhurst, Cutler, that Adams Mill area over there, the town of Jefferson, and other locations throughout 2023 and 2024. Our internet packages start at just $49.95 per month. For more information or to sign up for services or to get on the list to be signed up if you live in one of those areas, go to mintel.net. Mulberry Telecommunications, it's the best gig in town. And Pete, I know that we have a cool perspective on it because, like I said, we both work for Mulberry. You are the plant manager, director of marketing and sales, and it's a pretty cool project. It's a big undertaking in Florida. The job's been delayed just a little bit. We've been trying to build a building for about a year now, and just some different hurdles to get through, but we're finally getting over that hump, and we hope now that we've got kind of interduct buried everywhere, we've got some fiber drops in the ground, that once the vault goes in and we've got a place that we can hook up the equipment, we'll be able to start hooking these Flora customers and Bringhurst customers up sometime early summer.
We'll have an office up there, pretty much just like the office that we have in Mulberry, Indiana here. And yeah, we get that built up and we get our vault put in. They can start actually bringing in the main fiber cable. And once that's there, our splicers will go out. They'll start hitting it up. We'll start getting stuff buried to the customer. And, well, most of those have actually been done. So it's mainly just actually getting the fiber in the ground and put in the interduct, little orange stuff that you see in your yard. That's kind of what we've been getting in there. So
that's the part we want to urge you. If you've not already been buried, you're not on the list, you have not signed up, but you want our services, the important thing to do is go to mintel.net, click on Start Here, enter your address, fill out the form. That form says, I want fiber optics ran to my home. It gives us permission to bury those lines to you so that we can provide those services for you. It would be awesome to go ahead and knock out as many of those and have everything prepped and ready. So when the equipment goes in, we're literally just calling people and scheduling your install, and we'll knock those out, like I said, probably starting in early summer, because we got to have the spring to get the building.
A lot of good feedback up in the Flora area. So yeah, a lot of folks have stopped and talked to us when we're up there working. So they're looking forward to it and getting good internet. I mean, you need it in today's age, you know, with your homeschooling and you're working from home and a lot of stuff like that. So it's really important to try to get those services out to those people.
Mulberry doesn't just offer fiber internet services, but also telephone services as well for both residential and business solutions. We have PBX systems and cool features like call attendant, where you call in and you press who you want to reach. A bunch of other really cool features that go with that as well. And then we have our streaming Mintel TV app. It's brand new, worked out some kinks. It's up and rocking well. You've been watching the Purdue game on it all night.
Stuck it a little bit up there, yeah. I didn't want to tell anybody, but yeah, I've had it on there.
It allows you to pull double duties. He's got his iPad watching the app, and we've been watching some basketball. But enough about fiber optics. Let's get back to the topic of tonight, and it's this basketball game between these two conference rivals, two teams that have really become a pretty good rivalry over the last few years in multiple sports. Right now, Carroll on top of Clinton Prairie, 35-30.
Yeah, how about the play of Chris Huerta? 14 points in the first half, Sean. He's got 3 threes, and he's missed a couple little bunnies down low, you know. But, man, that kid he's playing offense. He's playing defense. He's going at, I believe he had 16 points. 16 points for him. So, but just a wonderful game for him. Really fired up from the first half, and I think the other players from Carroll jumped on board.
On the other side of the floor, the Gophers are led by Jacob Wilson in scoring. He has 9. They have had quite a few players chip in and get in that scoring column. As you look at both scoring sheets here, pretty balanced. So for the Cougars, it's Huerta with 16. You've got Skinner with 6, Duff with 5, 3 players with 3. That's Viney, Eli Harshbarger, and Austin Coons, and then Noah Falkenberg checking in with 1 point as well. And on the other side, again, Wilson leads with 9, McGraw with 8. You've got Caden Davis with 5, Lane Holliker with 4, and then Kerfoot and Harshbarger both with 2 points each for the Gophers. It's a 5-point deficit, but really it was that run that Carroll went on. It took a few minutes to figure it out. They trailed 11-5, And then they went on a run, 13-0 run, and they haven't looked back since.
Got off to a slow start, shook off that rust, and they've been firing on all cylinders ever since, you know. And, you know, I think coming into this game, they all knew Jake McGraw. They all knew what he was capable of and putting those points up. So I kind of figured, you know, they would focus on him quite a bit, maybe step up that defense. So to me, again, is who are those guys that were going to step up and make up for that scoring? You've said it. I mean, we've had a few of those guys with Jacob Wilson and Caden Davis, and Lane Holliker got him 4 points. So it's been a really good effort here by the Gophers. I think to be within 5 at the halftime here, you got to feel good where you're at.
Yeah, with around 30 seconds on the clock, that's going to do it for our halftime show, but we'll go ahead and stay with you as we roll into our third quarter action here on the ISC Sports Network. Gives us an opportunity to talk about our upcoming schedule. Tomorrow night on ISC, we will have ABA action for you as the Illinois Skulls visit Danville, Indiana to take on the Indiana Lions. That coverage begins at 5 p.m. on ISC. At the conclusion of that game, flip it on over to ISC pay-per-view at 7 p.m. and check out the final from the Marion County tournament. You can either purchase that on pay-per-view on our website at iscsportsnetwork.com or on the app, and you can also watch that one live for free on My Indy TV through your cable provider.
There we go. We'll just throw up the ISC here.
Ben Davis on top of Southport right now. I believe the score is 55-40. And now we'll wait till that graphic comes back up. But that's off to our other ISC crew members working tonight. 55-42. Ben Davis on top of Southport right now with under 4 minutes to go in the fourth.
Good look at a three that time. McGraw into the lane and can't get that one to fall. Nice putback by Holliker, though. Lane Holliker now with 6.
Using his size tonight down low. Gets the putback. All of his points have come in the lane right around the bucket. Huerta thought about the three. Good closeout from McGraw. Duff to Coons, down low. Viney nearly turned the ball over. Duff in the lane, a little floater. No, gets his own rebound. Loose ball again. And this time the Gophers come out with it.
Out traveled. Nice job of keeping his feet underneath him.
Wilson on a 2-on-1.
Oh, couldn't get it to go. Big rebound.
Duff thought about the three.
Oh, good look inside.
Nice passing.
Oh, that was pretty.
Viney now with 5. Took him a while to get rolling tonight because he got into that early foul trouble, but he had a nice second quarter and now gets the first 2 points for Carroll here in the third.
Yeah, good look.
Nice footwork. Jake McGraw, the first Gopher into double figures. He's got 10. Long line of McGraw brothers that have come through Clinton Prairie over the years. I believe Jake is the last. Viney, back-to-back field goals.
Viney's feeling it early. He's got it going in the second half. Likes his matchup.
5-point game. Gopher strike. Carroll seems to respond every time. Keep that cushion right around 5. Holliker, no.
Didn't get that one to fall. Holliker had a good look at it.
Duff tracks down another rebound. Man, he was stupendous the other night against Delphi. 14 points, 7 assists, 5 steals. Skinner with the jumper. Pushes it back out to a 7-point lead, and Clinton Prairie will take a timeout. Want to talk things over as 3 quick field goals. And this timeout will give us an opportunity to look at that last play from Skinner.
Being patient, right inside. Skinner just catches it, turns right around, and lays it in. Nice little turnaround jumper.
Hey, when you're thinking about your financial needs, make sure you think of Scott Young at One Midwest Financial, where Scott offers a wide range of products and services that can help clients get the stability needed to face life's surprises. Scott will work in sync with his clients to uncover their financial goals, review the state of their financial health, and identify strategies to guide them up and down the financial mountain. For more information, email Scott at syoung@onemidwestfp.com. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors that make our broadcast possible here on the ISC Sports Network. Thank you to the sales staff who work tirelessly, garner as much advertising money and sponsorship money as we can so we can give you as many games across the state as possible. After the timeout, Gophers with the basketball. Wilson brings it up. Hands by Duff, nearly got the steal, and then hustle play there from Austin Coons. Last touch by him. Wilson lost his defender for a moment. McGraw left that shot short. Coons comes out with it. See if they get the foul on here. I believe it's going to be on McGraw. Yep. That's just his first foul. Gophers coming into this one, they've lost 3 straight games. Got beat by Tipton. Lost to former Clinton Prairie coach and Kent Cheatham when they faced North Judson in tournament play. Then lost to Northwestern, a 3A team, back on January 7th. Just happens to be my birthday. After almost a week off, Gophers draw Carroll here tonight. One of 4 ranked teams that they will see this season. They still are yet to face Fountain Central, who's number 7 in 1A.
Oh, nice pickoff.
Taken away by McGraw, behind the back dribbling, up, in.
Nice job of going up, protecting the ball.
12 now for McGraw. Duff down to Skinner, here comes that trap. Skinner out.
Picked it off again.
Where it's a 3, no. McGraw comes flying in for the rebound for the Gophers. 5-point lead, chance to cut into that. Davis. Around the floor, hands off to Harshbarger. Back out to Osler. Well, Osler's a big boy. I say that every time I see him, but he is just.
His arms, yep.
Spend some time in the weight room. McGraw steps through, knocks it down.
Nice.
It's the second time we've seen him kind of pirouette on the baseline once he lost his defender.
Having a better start in the second half here for him. It's really got things going here for him.
6 points in the third quarter, 14 points overall in the game.
Gophers really fought back in the second half, got this down to 3 points now.
Skyen for the rebound that time and taken away with Coons. Viney kick out, Coons, 3.
Oh, right over the top. Skinner just took it away.
Huerta lets one fly.
Wow.
And then a push in the back going to be called on Skinner.
Yeah,
here.
number 24.
A lot of loose balls here and a lot of contact. These guys are fighting hard.
Yeah, there's the push in the back, you see. Great battle, though, down low, wasn't it?
Gophers with a chance to tie things up here. Or potentially pull within 1. Harshbarger looking down low for Osler. Away.
Denied.
Skinner.
Skinner couldn't get it to go. Boy,
tried to go back to the left hand there and left a little too much spin.
Yeah, Cougars giving Gophers an open door here. They just can't get through it. Oh, there's a good move.
The take and The foul. That'll cut it down to 1 with a chance to tie things up from the line.
All the way in. That time Harshbarger on. He just couldn't get him stopped. Not there in time. Couldn't close that door.
I think the adjustment right there, too. You see Osler's the one who came up and set that high screen, Pete. That's a big man to try to get around
that
up
is,
there on
that
the
is,
screen.
Yep. Oh, goodness. Oh, there's a huge rebound.
Osler.
Strong move back up.
Timeout taken, and the Gopher faithful fired up here on the floor as they retake the lead on this putback from Osler.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to grab the ball out of his hands.
Coach Peckinpah took a timeout when it was 41-35. Now a 7-0 run for the Gophers. Regained the lead by 1. It's the first time they've led since 11-5.
We got great first game in the girls' game. Now we're getting treated to another one here in this boys' game.
It's been a great battle over the years. Carroll has won 3 straight versus Clinton Prairie, and they lead the overall series since 93-94, 29-22.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised at that. I thought it'd be more around 500, but 7 games over for Carroll. Again, the Carroll Cougars, defending sectional champions, defending regional champions.
Let's see if we can't get a play here from the Cougars. Maybe get Huerta rolling again in this second half. Hadn't had much going on yet.
These Carroll Cougars, when they head into sectional 38 play, they are the favored team according to John Harrell. Central Catholic is number 2, Seeger 3, and Clinton Prairie number 4 right now is Viney.
Viney again, yeah, what a great move.
Viney with 9 points. He's got 6 here in the third. McGraw started to find his scoring touch here in third quarter, amping things up.
The third quarter's been a McGraw and Viney show, but
we call this over and back here.
I don't think it was touched by the blue, so I figured it would be, yeah, a violation.
We're going to ask who touched it first.
Hard to see.
They give it to the Gophers. And the explanation is going to be that. I think they thought Huerta was the first to touch it. We'll get another look here, see if we can tell. His hand's in there.
Yeah,
it's tough to tell, really, at that speed, but heard some fans ask if they go to the monitor. We just went there, and your guess is as good as ours.
It's not going to show you much, unfortunately.
It'll tell you that either way you would have called that, you could.
You're going to make somebody mad.
50% chance of being right. (43-42). Carroll regained the lead.
Back and forth we go. Gophers got to find a way to get a bucket here.
McGraw, no. Gets his own rebound, back up, draws the foul. And now we're going to get a little extracurriculars here. It's Duff and McGraw. A little physical under the hoop. I think Duff said something, and then McGraw kind of threw the basketball at him. So lucky he didn't get a technical foul here. And that might be what this discussion's about. Quick discussion. Nothing signaled after that. So 2 free throws here for
I didn't really
McGraw.
see anything that looked that bad.
It was the basketball off the back to me.
And it looked like he was turned when he kind of flipped it up. I kind of thought he thought the referee was there.
Either way, hopefully cooler heads will prevail. You hate to see something like that tarnish what's been such a good game. Hard-fought battle back and forth so far. Young men and Miltians get the best of them every once in a while.
And we're back to tie game again.
McGraw goes 1 of 2 at the line. We're all knotted up at 43. They try to find Harshbarger, and instead they find the one in the opposite jersey.
Boy, not a great pass there, that's for sure.
Ryan Harshbarger on the steal.
You know Skinner would like to have that back.
Davis gonna have to get a timeout here.
Nowhere to go, nobody moving.
Gives us an opportunity to talk more about our upcoming schedule on the ISC Sports Network. We told you about tomorrow, next week. We've got some IHSAA wrestling on Tuesday, January 17th, as Twin Lakes will take on the Frankfort Hot Dogs. That one presented by Healthy Communities of Clinton County and part of their mental health awareness. Also on Tuesday night, we've got a pair of basketball games. We've got the Clinton Prairie Gophers girls basketball team. They'll play host to the Frankfort Hot Dogs. And then down in Putnam County, we have a boys basketball matchup as Cascade and South Putnam square off. All those broadcasts are free on the ISC Sports Network and the ISC Sports Network social media accounts. Make sure you follow us on those. Carroll Cougar fans, we've got 2 more boys basketball games on slate for you. Sheridan at Carroll on February 10th, and then Valentine's Day, we've got Carroll on the road at Frankfort. Make sure you guys tune in.
That's deep.
Both of those. Double team. Tries to find Duff. Duff keeps hand back.
Oh, nice.
Gets the score.
Duff has had a quiet night. 7 points for him.
Davis sets the screen. McGraw lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down.
Big shot from McGraw.
12 points in the third quarter for Jake McGraw, and it is a 1-point Clinton Prairie lead as we head into the final stanza. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, fourth quarter action headed your way on the ISC Sports Network.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Fourth quarter, ready to get started. Possession to the Gophers here in Clinton Prairie High School. 46-45. Sean Walker, Pete Gasho on the call for you here this evening. It's been an entertaining night of basketball. We saw an overtime game earlier. These two teams faced off in girls basketball. Now a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter.
Triple team.
Jake McGraw with 22 points now. He had a huge third quarter. He had more points in the third quarter than he did the whole first half. Loose ball foul here. It's going to stay on this end, so it's against the Gophers. This one against Jackson Kerfoot, just his first foul. Pete, I mentioned earlier Chad Peckinpah's winning percentage being at .705. And you said at the time, that's spectacular. Active coaches right now as McGraw runs out the other way and gets the hoop and the arm. Literally unconscious. We'll talk more about that in a minute, man. Let's focus on McGraw here for a second.
Wow. That was impressive.
Left hand and all. Griffin Viney checks back in for the Cougars. Now a 5-point lead for the Gophers. The active coaches with a minimum of 3 years coaching. Do you know who has the highest winning percentage right now?
No idea.
Ryan Osborne at Carroll, 801. In 5 seasons as the head coach at Carroll, he is 117 and 29. Number 2, Mark Urban at Chesterton. He is at 131 and 35 at .789. Pretty impressive.
Those are impressive coaches.
So anytime your name is mentioned in that group,
sure,
let you know you're getting some things done. Coach Chad Peckinpah doing that in his first 4 seasons here at Clinton Prairie.
He's been really good for Clinton Prairie.
That one partially blocked left short and rebounded by Davis. Here come the Gophers, 6-point lead. Kerfoot puts it on the deck, drives,
nice job.
lays it in.
Got his defender backing up and just went right around him.
Kerfoot with 4 points. The lead now out to 8. That shot rolls around.
Oh, goodness. How did that not go in?
And McGraw's going to draw the foul here and the technical foul as well.
Skinner just got teed up. Let his emotions get a little too much, I think, there. I'm not really sure.
He wanted the jump ball call. But really, it looked like that time the official was correct in calling the foul. You also get the technical foul, which goes as a personal foul. So now Jake Skinner with 4. And McGraw continues his hot pace. He's got 26 now in the game. They got 27. And the Gophers lead by 10. Their biggest lead of the contest.
A lot of time left, though. 6:35 on the clock. This Carroll Cougar team is dangerous.
They can score in a hurry. Biggest thing for the Gophers the last 6.5 minutes, take care of the ball, Pete, you think?
Oh, absolutely. You can't afford to turn it over. Nice rebound there. Nice.
Davis.
Up and under.
Draws the contact.
I'm not sure why they're complaining about that. It's definitely a foul.
A little look at the effort here from Davis.
Up and under.
Yep. They gave that foul to Harshbarger. That was his 4th foul as well.
Harshbarger was just on top of him, happened to be in a wrong spot, you know.
Davis with 5 points. He's 1 of 4 from the line tonight.
Can't get him.
Misses them both. So it ends up being a good foul, even though it's foul number 4. No points go on the board.
Yeah, Cougars here just stay calm, make good passes.
Yep, I want it in his hands.
Get in there. There you go. Absolutely.
Owen Duff now with 9. His vision is amazing. Let him create. I love the take because he's got options here once he gets into this lane.
Drives in.
Boom.
See, the difference was he didn't get his shoulder turned or anything like that. It just went straight up. You got to like that. Smart play, smart player.
I try to earn 3 points the old-fashioned way here. 5-point game. That one rattles out.
Tough pressure now coming up. Good step through. And the steal.
Huerta. Woo! You said they could score quick, Pete.
There
and they
you go.
made the free throw. It would have been a 5-point swing pretty quickly.
Yep, this pressure got to the Gophers a little bit.
Still 4 quick points for Carroll. The lead down to 6.
Another double team coming.
Davis just trying to hold it up in the air. No reason to force anything here.
Yep, they did. They make it here.
Steps into 3. Can't get it to go. Boy, we saw him come in and knock down a 3 earlier.
Why are they picking up the dribble?
Davis, jumper in the lane, banks it in.
Man.
7 points for Davis. Lead back out to 8. Coons 3.
Oh, put back. Griffin Bitey, man. Second half here. He's played great.
We're going to get Huerta for the foul here coming up the floor on Wilson.
Yeah, just got a body check on him.
You see that the physicality's gotten more down low. Peckinpah brings Osler back in. Brings Holliker back in. Wilson at the line. Big free throws here.
Well, Wilson's been quiet this whole second half. These are big for him. Had 9 points in the first half. This gets him into double figures now, Sean.
10 points in the game for Wilson, as Pete just alluded to, his first points of the second half. Got wrist tape up, doesn't seem to be bothering him on his free throw shooting.
Got them both.
4 for 5 from the line tonight for Jacob Wilson. 3 on the way from Duff, and knocks it down.
Oh, and Duff, smooth, man.
Duff's got 12, the lead down to 5. Knocked away by Duff.
So I got some hands too here.
Take a look at that last 3.
Look how calm and cool he is sitting right over there. He's like, okay, here you go.
It's like, hey, I watched the girls' game earlier, and I saw Allie Harness had some opening right here. I think that's where I'm going to let it fly from.
Kind of like that spot.
Holliker in the lane.
Nice job, Holliker, getting in there.
They called it a charge. Now the question is, did they count the bucket? No basket.
No basket on that one.
Have a look at this one.
Holliker comes in. Looks like he's under control. Oh, yeah.
The question, though, is the ball out of his hands? He lets go of that shot.
That I couldn't
and the
tell.
Contact happens as he comes down.
That I couldn't tell.
Let's look at that one more time and just see. This is from earlier in the contest, first play of the game where Wilson knocked down that 3. A little bit of Jacob Wilson highlights there. Regardless, it's a 5-point game and Carroll has the basketball. I know there's been a lot of yelling about the officiating tonight from the fans on both sides, but I really feel like it's been pretty evenly called. I mean, there were some things that could go either way.
I don't have an issue with anything I've seen tonight. You know, it's just the, you know, probably what you're hearing is the parents more than anything else. It's what you get, you know.
It's the nature of high school sports.
It is.
You're on the road in a tough
I'll tell you what,
environment.
Carroll's a great team, and they brought a lot of fans with them. So
where it's at the line, trying to cut in that lead. And what a great way to do so with the clock stopped. He's got 19 now.
What a game for that young man.
59-55. Huerta gets 1 of 2. Knocked out of bounds off of Davis.
That's another good call.
That's a hustle play right there by Duff. Get it in bounds. Duff with it. Up to Coons. They'll go back to Huerta.
Oh.
Got to close out there. Duff hit that 3 a minute ago.
I know. I thought he was going to take it again. There's a wide open look.
Huerta steps into one, leaves it short. Coons tries to throw it back in. Rebounded by McGraw. The Gophers just need to slow down here.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bump foul there. Duff didn't want to get him. He just got out of control. Couldn't control his balance there. Ran into him.
That's the 4th foul on Owen Duff now. So Duff with 4, Skinner with 4, Eli Harshbarger with 4 for Carroll. Still 3.5 minutes to play. Now the benefit for Carroll is they did foul Davis, and he struggled at the line tonight, and those struggles continue.
Yep.
0 for 5, excuse me, 1 for 6 from the line.
And you would think at some point the coaching staff is actually saying, hey, these guys have 4 fouls on them. You got to take it to them.
As if you're Carroll, you say, hey, I put a guy on the line who's not hitting tonight. And for the Gophers, you say, hey, the guy that just fouled me, he's got 4, so we'll take it. Little chess match.
I'm really impressed that they continue to go with this full court press with the foul trouble that some of these guys are in.
Timeout taken by the Gophers here. Want a chance to think this one over?
Yeah, that's a pretty good timeout, but that only leaves them with 1 timeout now for till this end of this game.
Give us an opportunity to talk about the ISC Sports Network, where local lives here. Download the app if you haven't already. Check us out online at iscsportsnetwork.com. Follow us on all of our social media accounts. Game streaming, ISC Sports Network apps, social medias, Twitch, YouTube, just everywhere. A full slate of games all across the state of Indiana, from high school to college, semi-pro. A little bit of everything headed your way.
Tell you what, Owen Duff is like 5 points at the half, now sitting on, I think, 12 points. And just, when they really needed him, this second half is where he's really stepping up.
And the crazy thing, not having access to the full slate of live stats, is how many rebounds does he have? How many assists does he have?
Exactly.
Deflections. He's been in the mix everywhere. 4-point game. Gophers with the lead and the ball. They get it into Harshbarger. Wilson with it. You got to get out of the corner, though.
Not a good place to stop there.
The turnover gives the ball back to the Cougars. There's a violation there against Wilson. Can you get down low? Huerta in the lane, little Euro step. Boy, those little bunnies in the lane for him tonight have been tough misses. I mean, he's got 19 points in the game, but you think about how many of those just haven't fallen.
At least 25. They get this call right. I was just getting ready to say that. But, yeah, I would have him for about 25 points right now if those little bunnies went in. But I'm not taking anything away. That's a heck of a game this young man's having.
4-point contest, 2.5 minutes, conference matchup, potential sectional opponent, a team that all these group of young men have played in multiple sports in the tournament the last couple of years.
Dangerous pass. You cannot be lazy on your passes.
We got a dogfight here tonight. I really thought with the struggles the Gophers have had recently, as that 3 caroms off, that this score would be lopsided in favor of Carroll, and right now it's a 4-point lead for the Gophers.
Yeah, Gophers have battled back in this, and especially in the second half. And again, Cougars brought a great crowd with them. Good student section that's there, ready to get fired up. And I tell you what, they get this close, you're going to hear them. Or they take the lead. A lot of time in this game. And we're doing a lot of cleaning up here tonight, aren't we?
Wow, there's a lot of sweat on the tiers. On the floor, blood, sweat, and tears probably.
This floor should shine tonight, let me tell you.
No need to get out the Zamboni tonight. This floor is going to be shiny. See the Gopher mascot in the background? What's been a nail biter here? Off the back.
Oh, I love it. What a play. Owen Duff, what a smart play.
Turned his back. Duff said, okay, I'll take that. This one knocked out of bounds and off of Wilson.
And it was.
Boy, it is deafening in here right now. The crowd into this one on this side of the gym, and Gopher fans just kind of stunned on the other side.
What a play. Bounced it right off of him.
Down the lane, Viney, kick out. Harshbarger 3. Got it. Eli Harshbarger with 6, and Carroll has regained the lead. They trailed by 10, 55-45. Wilson down the lane.
Oh, what a move.
He got it. Man. Gophers regain the lead.
They needed that one bad.
90 seconds to play. Offensive foul as Viney goes down the lane and extended the arm right there. Defender can be moving in that situation, Pete, a little bit. When you get that arm extended, officials are going to whistle you every time.
Yep, put that forearm out and you get it on your opponent.
13 points for Wilson after that lay-in a minute ago that gave the Gophers the lead back. Kuhn's going to check in as Harshbarger and Falkenberg check back out. See the original starting 5 back on the floor right now. For the Cougars. The Gophers have 4 of their 5 starters in the contest, along with Ryan Harshbarger, the 6'3" sophomore, who's in there to help close things out here in the final 90 seconds. After tonight, the Gophers get a week off. They'll be on our airwaves next Friday night in a doubleheader with Eastern, both girls and boys basketball. McGraw draws the foul. He'll head to the other end now. And that is the 10th team foul, so we're shooting 2 the rest of the way.
That's 4 on Viney.
4 on Viney, 4 on Harshbarger, 4 on Duff, 4 on Skinner. That becomes a situation that's looming if for some reason we were to get extra basketball here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got quite a few.
And the feel for this one.
Quite a few players in foul trouble. Harshbarger comes back in.
You got the offense for the defense.
McGraw gets both. He had 12 points in the third. He's got 9 here in the fourth. 29 points, approaching a career high for McGraw.
Yep.
Foul there. Number 8 against the Gophers, so still 1-1. But that is the 4th foul on Jake McGraw. So while we talk about foul trouble on one side of the floor, the leading scorer for the Gophers
has 4 now. Yeah, and that's the last thing you want for them, or that's the last thing they want.
That's going to send Jake Skinner to the free throw line. His first free throw attempts of the night. He got it to go. Jake entered tonight needing just 31 points to reach 1,000 for his career. He's got 9 in this contest, so 22 more points for the senior, and he'll join that 1,000-point club as well. Make it smooth. Wilson. The foul here on Coons, and Coons is looking at him. And
I'm not sure why Coons got him by the back. He's riding him with his hand on his back all the way down to floor.
A little early, probably to start fouling and extending the game, especially when you're already in foul trouble. That's the 3rd on Coons. So it makes you wonder if that was a coach's decision or official just anticipated. Did have his hand in his back, though.
Yeah.
Wilson having a career game tonight. Averages 4.6 points per contest. He's got 14 points tonight. And really, he was the tone setter early on. Had the first 5 for the Gophers.
15 now.
15 for Wilson, 29 for McGraw. 3 on the way, Coons. Too long, Harshbarger blocked. Timeout taken by the Gophers.
Wow, that's their last timeout.
3-point lead, heads-up play is each possession. Very important here down the stretch. But we'll see if that comes back to bite the Gophers here, as you said. Last time out.
Under a minute to play. You got to be thinking ahead now, this whole situation.
Carroll has 4 players in double figures tonight. Huerta with 19. Griffin Viney with 11. 14 for Owen Duff, and 10 for Jake Skinner. The only one really under their scoring mark would be Austin Coons right now, who averages around 8 points per game. He's got just 3. Harshbarger, back to Kerfoot, to Davis. Huerta with the foul.
I think that's only 3 maybe on Huerta.
Another look here as he breaks the arm on the pass.
Yeah, just got him on the reach in that time.
Pete, you are
still
correct.
That sticks him at the line, though, the Gophers.
It's number 3 on Huerta.
It's not a bad foul.
Davis now 2 of 7 from the line. He's got 8 points in the game. Four-point lead for the Gophers.
Those were 2 really, really big free throws right there for the Gophers.
The junior forward steps up and knocks him down. 5-point lead now for Clinton Prairie.
The Gophers got to try to make them run some clock here. Extend that defense.
Under 40.
Don't give them anything easy. Oh, what a look down low, though.
Oh,
the connect.
Yes. Jake Skinner with 12.
Huge tip in by
Carroll.
Skinner.
No, look at the effort.
The drive in and up. Tip up. Good.
32, Noah Falkenberg going to check in here for Carroll, and that's probably to preserve a couple of your players that have got the 4 fouls.
Absolutely.
You get Falkenberg on the floor. You go offense to defense here as Coach Tussinger. Man, what an entertaining night of basketball.
Don't want to get a cheapie. Oh, absolutely. It's been a fantastic night. Girls game really kicked it off here. Entertaining night for everybody who traveled over to Clinton Prairie High School.
ISC Sports Network's own Greg Rakestraw told you earlier in the week, he said, Pete, you got a good one on Friday.
He said, yeah, you guys are going to have a really good one. Yeah, he was right.
Clinton Prairie looking for their first win against Carroll in their last 3 tries. Carroll's taken 3 straight. They have the series 29-22 since 93-94.
Clinton Prairie has 0 timeouts. Carroll has 2.
And so the substitutions not taking place for whatever reason. Viney had to come back on the floor. Coons comes out. Viney, one of those players with 4 fouls. Wilson dribbles it up off of a foot, and Kerfoot is right there.
Yeah. They wanted it over and back, but it was hit back by one of the Cougars that time and tipped it to one of our Gophers' hands.
Kerfoot should be nicknamed Rabbit's Foot because he was lucky on that play right there.
He was. It happened to just jump back.
The ball inadvertently kicked backwards. Kerfoot there. 4 points tonight for Kerfoot. That free throw gives him 5. He is 3 for 3 from the line on the season. These are his first free throw attempts here tonight. For the 6'3" junior.
Yeah, we got to, after this one, it's like to see Harshbarger or Duff, get the ball in his hands, at least get a look from the perimeter.
22 seconds left. Not sure what the delay is about here. We've had quite a few of those tonight in this game, whether it's perspiration or conversations. Kerfoot gets both. Now substitution takes place there after the made free throw. Osler comes back in for defensive purposes. Gonna get some size down there. 5-point lead, gotta go quick. Duff's 3.
Oh boy, you gotta get again.
Huerta blocked.
That one got blocked.
We
gotta get a foul.
And that's McGraw, that's number 5.
That's not what you wanted to do.
Let's take a look at it here. See if he gets him on the hand on the follow through. He sure does. It's a tap, but it's there.
Boy, it's tiny though.
Old school guys will tell you hands part of the ball.
That is.
Others will say that's a foul.
That's a foul. Yep, you're right.
3 huge free throws here for Huerta. Glimmer of hope now here for the Carroll Cougar fans. This is the second. Still a 4-point game, and that's big.
McGraw still hasn't come off the floor.
Maybe they called the foul on someone else, but McGraw was the one that got him on the follow through. Huerta gets 2 of 3. That or our count was
He probably got off on our count, yep. Because I thought he had 4 also.
Carroll takes a timeout. They want to discuss what they're going to do defensively here. 3-point game, 12.5. That missed free throw looms big because it had a chance to cut it to 2. Then you're hoping for the foul and maybe missed free throws, or they only hit 1 on the other end with a chance still to tie. Now, obviously you can get the steal. A 3 still ties the game.
Yep, you're looking for the steal, the turnover right away.
Doesn't have to have a 3. If you can get a quick layup.
Absolutely. Yep, you're going to try for it right away, though. A steal, quick steal, something to turn over. If it doesn't happen, then you got to get that foul. You can't mess around either. You can't be choosing who has the ball. I think you just got to foul right away, and hopefully you get them to miss then.
Carroll Cougars defending sectional champs, defending regional champs. They got their first sectional title in 2008. Coach Adam Tussinger, part of that squad. On the other side of the floor, Clinton Prairie Gophers have not won a sectional title in 41 years. 1982 was the last. And assistant coach Russ Doyle for Clinton Prairie was part of that team in 1982. They get it back to McGraw. McGraw draws the foul. I love the coaching here from both teams. Carroll implemented a defensive strategy, but Peck and Paul anticipated, ran the baseline, handed off. Did a good job of getting McGraw the ball back in his hands to get to the free throw line here. McGraw, one of the better free throw shooters for this team. He's hit 5 here in the fourth quarter, but he's only a 63% shooter on the season. He's in the zone tonight. 30 points now for Jake McGraw.
Only 8 in the first half. The rest of those in the second. What a second half for him.
I would bet that Jake McGraw is starting to move up some recruiting ranks here.
Oh, he got it to go.
Rolls that one over.
Really big
now.
free throws.
Huerta's got to go quick. Little Euro step, side step. No. Osler on the rebound. He'll draw the foul, and with 4 seconds left in a 5-point game, it looks like Clinton Prairie is going to get a sweep tonight against their conference rivals. If McGraw doesn't score another point tonight, it'll be his second highest career output. He had 32 versus Clinton Central back in the holiday tournament. Also with 3 now. He had 29 points in a double overtime win versus Delphi earlier in the season. Osler misses a second. Now a shot from half court for Skinner, and there we got it to go.
I thought he about got it also.
72-66. Clinton Prairie upsets the number 11 ranked Carroll Cougars tonight. Gives them their first loss in conference play. Pete, your final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, they've entertaining 2 games here tonight. And this second game was every bit as entertaining as that first one. What a game for the Clinton Prairie Gophers. They really played their hearts out here tonight. Carroll Cougars, I think they played great here tonight. I mean, you got to think about these guys coming into the sectionals. You know, there's not going to be any easy games for these guys.
Definitely a tough sectional headed that way with Lafayette Central Catholic, Carroll, Seeger, Clinton Prairie all in there, all with Covington and Delphi.
I'm just impressed with the way that Chris Huerta played tonight. Owen Duff and Skinner down the line, you know, for the Carroll Cougars. They really got a good team here, and I don't really think that this game is going to set them back anything. They're going to move on one day, and, you know, one day of thinking about it, move on. We got the rest of the season, boys. Let's go.
Leading scorer for Carroll Cougars, as Pete just alluded to, Chris Huerta with 21. Owen Duff had 14. Jake Skinner with 12. Griffin Viney also in double figures with 11. On the other side of the floor, it was 31 for Jake McGraw to lead all scorers. Jacob Wilson had 15, well above his season average. Those are the only 2 players in double figures for the Gophers, but 9 points chipped in from Caden Davis as well in the 72-66 victory. It was a sweep tonight. The girls got the victory in the game number 1. The boys get the victory in game number 2. Hats off to the Clinton Prairie Gophers as both teams improve on the season. Both get crucial conference victories tonight. That's going to do it for our broadcast. For Tony Stewart, Elijah Mash, Sam Long, Pete Gasho, I'm Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you join us Tuesday night as we're back here at Clinton Prairie High School. Watch Frankfort and Clinton Prairie girls basketball.
Mulberry Telecommunications is proud to announce the next generation in awesome, Mintel TV. With the Mintel TV streaming app, you aren't confined to just your TV, but you need two things: high-speed fiber internet from Mulberry Telecommunications and a Mintel TV subscription. Available on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and more, with features that include Cloud DVR, Restart TV, look-back options, and pause live TV. Mintel TV is definitely the next generation of awesome. Current customers, call 765-296-2885 for your free upgrade. New customers, visit Mintel.net to sign up today.